Good day. Welcome again to our podcast, Random Discussions about Life and Learning. Tonight, I have Bradman Zamet with me, and we're gonna have a really quick talk about what's happening. How we feel, how he feels, and how I feel about the isolation restrictions. The things we can't do and the things we can do at this stage, and this is in Victoria, in the state of Victoria in Australia. Um, and just to give you a quick background, that current restrictions are you're only allowed to go outside if if you do one of the following reasons: education, medical appointments, um, groceries, to buy food and all that stuff, and to go to work. Is that
And
correct, Brad?
if you've got exercise,
Exercise, that's right. So if you go for a jog or a run,
yeah. So
physical
there's four,
exercise, that's also allowed.
there are four reasons: work or education, if necessary, to buy food or supplies, to um, or to go for exercise. So those are the four reasons.
Okay. Thanks, Brad. So I think we'll start about what do you feel at this stage? If is it getting too much now, and what do you feel? What's your general feedback about all these restrictions?
So basically, I reckon I'm doing alright because I'm still keeping in touch with my friends and people from school and stuff. And even though I stuck at home, I'm not technically stuck at home. Like I can still go out for jogs and walks and stuff if I want to. And yeah, but yeah, it's just yeah. I don't feel too bad about it, to be honest. But
Okay.
yeah,
So it doesn't have a massive impact on your
not a massive
on your
impact.
life.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I still prefer to go outside and have freedom. But like still, if I have to stay home, I'll stay home.
Yeah. So there's hope. So there's people working around the clock, working on a vaccine
Yeah,
for this virus, and people hope that they're going to be able to come up with some vaccine
hmm,
sooner rather than later.
yeah,
And personally, I hope I'm I'm hoping, or I don't know if I'm expecting, but I don't know how I got this feeling, but I feel that this is gonna stop. They're gonna lift the restrictions by the end of May. First of all, because there's not a lot of many cases in Australia compared to other countries, and we've managed the curve really well. And I think another more month, and I think we should be able to gradually, not all of a sudden back to normal, right? But gradually, by stages,
yeah.
lift some of the restrictions.
Mm.
And that's what I'm hoping. That's what I feel. That's going to happen, considering that we've managed pretty well in the last few weeks, with social distancing and all the restrictions that we have in Victoria. What do you think?
Well, I reckon the virus. This is gonna be. I reckon the restrictions are still gonna be here for a long time. I reckon I reckon a few months, maybe like 5 or 6 months, to be honest.
Really?
Because yeah, on the news they didn't like they were saying stuff about vaccines, but they were saying it will take months. Like yeah, I know they did human testings of the vaccine in America, but America they skipped the animal trial. They just went straight to the human trial. So
That's good.
I'm not sure about that. It's true
Yeah.
they skipped the animal trial with the vaccine.
Is that even allowed?
I don't know, but yeah, I reckon the restrictions are gonna still be here for a few, maybe like 5 or 6 months. This, like as I said to you before, there's only two ways we can get rid of the virus. Everyone stays at home, and the virus, because if everyone stays at home, the virus won't have anyone to infect, and the virus will starve out. And two, if we get the vaccine, If you get the vaccine and people get vaccines, that means people can't get the virus. So that means the virus will starve out because they don't have anyone to infect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good point.
Mm.
I think it's just a it's just a hope. I just want it to be over. I just want to go back to normal. That's probably why I'm saying it's going to end by the end of May.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I read an article about Bill Gates projecting about 6 to 8 weeks coronavirus, and I was sort of like hoping that that's going to happen based on what he said. But obviously, it's not the case in America. You're probably talking about months in America.
Yeah.
Considering the situation right now. But in Australia, I think we are a pretty good position, pretty good place to.
Tell me about how many people infected? 5,000?
In where?
In Australia.
In Australia.
I think research. I think it's under 6,000, and I think
So
60 deaths.
if I go to the government website, coronavirus, it will tell you the latest information about the infection rate.
All right.
So current status. As of 3 p.m., 14th of April, there have been 6,400 confirmed cases.
Oh, 6,000.
Yep. There have been 41 new cases since 3 p.m. yesterday.
How many deaths?
How
many deaths?
I
think 61.
61?
Yeah, 61.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So 61. How many days are we in the
restriction?
In the coronavirus epidemic? 70 something? I lost track of the number of days, but
yeah, like 90. I reckon. I think it's over 100.
Is it?
Yeah, because it was in December, and now it's all the way.
Oh, December was China glitched.
You're talking about the pandemic.
Yeah, the pandemic in Australia, only in Australia.
Only in Australia.
Yeah.
I think the first case was maybe February.
Yeah.
But the restrictions only started maybe
March.
March, yeah. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So we've been about a month in the restrictions.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think everything is gonna change the way we work, study with your schooling, with my work, and I've got to adjust some of my daily routine. Somehow I save some time traveling, so I don't have to go to work. I just set up my computer at home, and I got more time to exercise.
Yeah.
And yeah, somehow there's good things because of the fact that you're working from home. So there's some good benefits, but at the same time, you can't socialize anymore. You can't meet up with your friends. So you cut that physical contact, socializing bit with people. And yeah, and I think it's gonna change the way we do things and the way we live life in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
What are your insights?
Pretty much same as what you said.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to adapt with the isolation. Yeah. And it was a shame that you couldn't come over to see us for Easter, because.
Yeah, because the police are everywhere.
Yeah,
the police actually they're actually reviewing all the fines because some of the fines are ridiculous. Like they have, I don't know, some of these police officers, you're just gonna have to use common sense when you're trying to write fines to people. You can't just fine people just because of this and that. You gotta assess the whole circumstances.
Yeah.
Of why people went there. So that's why one of the top officials in the Victoria Police said that he's gonna personally review all these fines, because some of these fines were over the top. They didn't really use common sense in writing those fines. So it just reflects on the institution of Victoria Police. But not all of them. I think it's just some, especially the newbies, writing ridiculous fines. That don't necessarily have legal basis.
Yeah.
As I said before, when you write fines, you just gotta assess the situation, the whole circumstances of why people do things. You can't just, sometimes you might have to give a warning instead of just fine. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Richard. I think that's it. We're just gonna have a quick. We're gonna do this again. Quick catch up again next time. And all right, everyone. Have a good night. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.